Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday night edition of our ILCA 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnie. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I'm so sorry, you guys. I think that was me. I have YouTube up to be able to say hello to all of our friends on YouTube. Please forgive me. As I was saying, welcome to our ILCA 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa. I will be your humble hostess for this evening. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand. There are so many different things that you could be doing with your time, and the nighttime is the right time for family and for preparation of the next day. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say, of course, it makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. And this has been a wonderful, wonderful few days. My goodness, we started off on Monday learning about what is the blockchain last night. So the fact that you guys about what is cryptocurrency, and tonight we get a chance to talk about why is security so important in cryptocurrency. A lot of us have been seeing on the news there are scams out there. There are different people putting up new platforms every other day, but we want to make sure that you guys, as you're navigating the crypto space, that you're doing it safely and in a very, very good environment. So I'm so very glad that each and every one of you and made it through. And as you guys are coming on in, I see you. Hello, my VIPs. Please type your name and where you are from in that chat box. That way I get a chance to tell everybody who is on the Zoom call with us. And if you have the opportunity, please turn on your cameras. One of the best parts about us being on a Zoom call like this is that we get a chance to see all those lovely faces and all your beautiful smiles. So I'm going to go ahead and start saying hello to everybody. I see you coming in. Hello, there goes Mr. Clairvaux Albert coming on in from Connecticut. Hello, sir. How are you? Very good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, there is the Empress, Miss Catherine Clement. Hello, love. How are you, sweetheart? Mwah. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing that positive energy with you. I see we also have a pillar of our community. His name is Mr. Leonard Long. Hey, Leonard. How are you? Thank you so much for being here with us. It is always good to see you. I see we have Miss Demetrius Turner is here. Hi, Demetrius. It's good to see you, baby. She is coming on in from Texas. Thank you so much for being here. There is my good friend, Elton. Mwah. Hello, Elton. How are you, sir? It's always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here and for being a part of our community. Of course, we have Mr. Kenny Taylor coming on in from Los Angeles. Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. It is always good to see you. I see we also have Miss Carla Arrigo is here with us. Hi, Carla. I got your message. I'm going to go look for the friend request. Thank you so much for being here. It is always good to see you, baby. I see there is the beautiful Miss Janelle Apley coming on in from cold Colorado. She says, good evening, everyone. Of course, I see we have the lovely Miss Rita Burchard is here from San Diego, California. Hello, Queen. How are you? There is the lovely Miss Patty Guys. Hi, baby. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I see we have Miss Jacqueline Briggs coming on in from the ATL. She says, good evening, everyone. Hi, Jacqueline. Thank you so much for being here, Queen. I see we also have Mr. Thomas Woods. Hi, Thomas. Thomas is here representing New Orleans. Thank you so much for being here with us, sir. It is very good to see you. There is Miss Midge Woods. Hi, Midge. How are you, sweetheart? She is coming on in from Idaho. It is always good to see you, Queen. And of course, there is Miss Judy Impton coming on in from Toronto, Canada. Hello, Queen. How are you? Now, let me just say this. I was feeling a little under the weather, so I wasn't able to host, but I was here during the 5-day challenge yesterday, and Mr. Ivey did a call to action to all the ladies. I see we showed up today. Hello. This is for all my queens represent. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I see you, Patty. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here and representing as always. Now, We are at the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and get this party started. Again, thank you all so very much for attending our Wednesday night edition of the ILCA 5-Day Challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for this evening. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. For over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share his information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built wonderful platforms and thriving communities like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right, all right. Thank you for that introduction, Miss Casa, and for being here. I know you're still under the weather. I hear it in your voice, but you get stronger. She did a great job on the MoveQuest presentation earlier today and shared her own personal testimonial. So thank you, Miss Casa, and everybody else, welcome for being here. I got to tell you guys, I am actually nervous about tonight, and the reason is this is the very first time, it's a rare occasion that I am teaching a lesson I have not taught before. And because this is a lesson that nobody has seen, it is coming from our brand new series with the 3 new courses I have coming out with CBDCs, decentralization, and security. This one is coming out of our security, and we're going to be talking about why crypto security is important. And if you were to ask anybody that question about, is the security important? Everybody's going to say yes. But most people don't know why or how until something happens to them. Then it becomes everything. Waking up one day and seeing that all of your crypto is gone. There's no other feeling that, or doing a stupid move like I did at 2 o'clock in the morning and losing a whole bunch of crypto that I don't want to say how much it was, but it was more than some people make a year on their job by a silly little mistake that I wasn't paying attention to and I got caught. I wasn't hacked, but I wasn't paying attention and following certain protocols for security. You know, and I was telling this to Marnita earlier, I was not taught crypto. I had to figure things out the hard way by trial and error. And I came up with my 4 rules that's my code that I live by in crypto that has allowed me to stay above water and survive in this space. And I'm going to tell you those 4 rules before we get into what the lesson is tonight. And there is nothing happening at the top of the hour, so I'm going to be able to take my time tonight. And if you guys make sure when you have questions, write your questions down and save them for the end. I know that Kenny Taylor is already ready to go with some questions for me. So if you've got questions, then unfortunately, those of you on YouTube, welcome. But when we get to the Q&A side, I'm going to have to turn that off. This is just for our VIP members in our inner circle to be able to participate in that portion. But we do encourage you to upgrade yourself and join us in the inner circle. And you can do that before tonight is over. And if you do so, you'll have the opportunity to be on the Q&A side and hop on Zoom with us. I call it with all the cool kids that's here with us right now. But those 4 rules, you want to write these rules down, is rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. The crypto, my inner circle is wrapped around crypto talks. Why? We are educating ourselves every day. And that is on my forefront of my mind every day. I need to know new information, what's going on in this space, especially now. Things are going to start to happen very fast and rapidly in the crypto space now that the government has taken their boot off the neck of Bitcoin. Things are going to happen very, very fast, and it's going to be difficult for us to keep up. In fact, back in the day, I used to do 2 crypto talks a day. I'm only down to 1, but even back then I said I need to do 3 a day just to keep up. That's nothing compared to what's about to happen now. So education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never use money you cannot afford to lose. This is not Vegas. This is not the lottery. This is not get rich quick and just hope for the best. So be prepared that you might lose, especially in the early days. Never use money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get a return of whatever you use to put in of your resources back as fast as possible. It's not, how can I get rich as fast as possible? How can I make my money back? Because when you do that, you are now in the clear. Anything that happens after that, if it's good, that's gravy. If it's bad, you didn't lose your life savings. That saved me and cost a good friend of mine $200,000. That rule right there. I'll share more about that on Friday because I go over these rules on Friday as also. But tonight we're talking about security. And rule number 4, and this is where a lot of people, if you can get past rule 1, 2, and 3, most people don't even have rule number 4 down. And their mind is, I just use, well, the rule is, what are your goals? Short term, long term. Most people, when you ask them that, is, I want to make more money. Yeah, okay, so what's the goal? I just told you I want to make more money. Okay, so how? How are you going to do that? What steps are you making towards that? So you've got to have short-term goals, long-term goals. Where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years down the road? What are you willing to do to make that happen? And once you know what that is, then you can work backwards and stay focused. Do not get distracted. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will limit and minimize your risk. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as no risk. There is no such thing as never losing. In fact, it's the opposite. I can guarantee you, every single one of you, if you're getting involved in this space, is going to lose some money somewhere. Every single one of you. What I don't know is how much, when, or how, but I can guarantee you, you will. If you follow these 4 rules, it won't destroy you. It won't end you. You won't lose your life savings, and you'll be able to bounce back, and you'll be able to learn from that experience. Sometimes you have to lose to learn, but there's no such thing as, if somebody tells you, I've never lost in crypto, run from them. They're either lying to you or they're incompetent. You just have to tell you which one is it. Are you a liar or are you incompetent? So tonight, why crypto security is important, and I scream it to the top of the world, where we had more than 400 people on a MoveQuest presentation last night, but we can't get 100 on a call to learn about crypto security for free. That's why you know there's going to be a lot of people that's going to get their crypto stolen from them eventually because they don't believe that the education side of it is important. So what is crypto cyber security? And you guys are my guinea pigs because I want to see how this flows and make the necessary adjustments because I had never done this lesson before. So what is crypto cybersecurity? I want you to imagine this story. You wake up and you go to work one day and you hear people talking about how Bitcoin just crossed $100,000 for the first time ever. That's what just happened. You have heard about Bitcoin. You have seen it on the news, but you believed it to be fake. You have heard it on the news that it is not real money, but you keep seeing people around you making money, and not a little bit, but a lot of money. Like I said in my crypto talk, how my son came up to me talking about a 15-year-old kid made $5 million off the Trump coin. You decide to go to YouTube to do some research and learn that Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the past 15 years, period. Here's a quick quiz. Who can tell me what is the number 2 best performing asset over the last decade? Type it in the chat box to see who's been paying attention. So you say to yourself that you can do this also and do not want to be left behind. You have had a successful career. You're a hard worker and you believe that it is your time now to become an investor. You hear people say that you should get educated on this crypto space, but before you get started, you want to know how hard could it even be, right? You guys don't know this answer. It's been a while since I said it. It's Berkshire Hathaway stock, and they're a distant second. Distant. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, distant second. So what is crypto cybersecurity? Let me finish the story. You watch a few videos, you open your Coinbase account, and you purchase Bitcoin for the first time. It was scary at first, but you got through it. You then figured out how to move crypto from one wallet to another. And now you're getting a little bit more comfortable with the process. You start to hear about other crypto tokens to be involved in that people are making money with. So you figured out how to get a MetaMask wallet and you transfer and swap tokens to get in on the meme game. Everything is going well. And your portfolio is growing. 1 year passes and you are in a very good position. Your crypto portfolio has exploded. You feel like you are on top of the world and you start having dreams of retiring. People are now starting to ask you about crypto and you feel confident to start sharing about it. One day you are on social media and you start to hear about a new token that is going to be the next Doge. And you can get rich quick. All you must do is go to the website, connect your wallet, and be one of the first to get the token at a discounted price before launch. You connect your wallet and you have nothing. Your wallet gets drained. All your crypto is gone. You start to panic and look for a customer service number to call, but realize that nobody can help you. You just gave access of your wallet to scammers. After doing some research, you learned how you got scammed and that it was completely avoidable if you knew what to look for. In other words, if you got educated on this space, you would protect yourself from falling prey to the scammers. Most scams are preventable if you take the time to educate yourself first before you attempt to build your crypto empire. And these lessons are designed to make you aware of the challenges that you will face. So let's start by talking about what is cybersecurity. Well, cybersecurity for crypto is an essential consideration in the rapidly evolving world of digital assets. As more individuals and businesses embrace cryptocurrencies, the transition to digitizing assets introduces unique vulnerabilities that require security measures. Likewise, as cryptocurrency grows in popularity, these digital assets are increasingly exposed to threat actors. Effective crypto cybersecurity is crucial. In the realm of cryptocurrency transactions, private keys play a pivotal role in accessing digital assets. Unfortunately, these keys have become prime targets for hackers, making robust cybersecurity for crypto indispensable. Unlike traditional financial systems, blockchain technology underpins cryptocurrencies, offering both anonymity and decentralization. While these features enhance privacy, they also increase the risk of financial loss due to the unregulated nature of cryptocurrency transactions. So here's the different types of crypto scams and risks. As the popularity of digital currency grows, so do the risks associated with cryptocurrency scams. Understanding the various types of cryptocurrency scams is crucial for safeguarding your investments and transactions. Below, we're going to cover some of the most common risks and scams in the crypto world, like sensitive information theft. One of the most prevalent cryptocurrency scams that affect users involves the theft of sensitive information. Hackers often target private keys, which are essential for accessing digital wallets. Once these keys are compromised, the hacker gains full control over the victim's assets. leading to significant financial losses. Sophisticated hacking techniques. Hackers employ advanced methods to breach crypto exchanges and wallets. These sophisticated hacking techniques can lead to the loss of large amounts of digital currency. The decentralized nature of blockchain technology makes it challenging to recover stolen assets, highlighting the importance of robust crypto cybersecurity measures. And those of you in the inner circle, I think it was yesterday, I showed a sneak peek of another lesson in this series that is called Cyber Crimeware as a Service, CAAS. And what that means is thieves have created like a Disneyland set, a builder's box set to teach other people how to be criminals. So they don't have to be a genius computer hacker. A genius computer hacker already created a program, and all they have to do is pay for it to use it to steal your money. I mean, you'd be blown away on that lesson. Now, we won't be covering that lesson in the 5-day challenge. You have to get the security courses to get that. But that's the sophisticated hacking techniques. And then you realize this person doesn't even know how they did it. They bought a service to do it for them. Crypto mining. Crypto mining involves using computer resources to validate transactions and secure the blockchain network. However, malicious actors sometimes deploy mining malware, which covertly uses a victim's computer power to mine cryptocurrency for the attacker. This not only slows down the victim's device, but also increases their electricity costs. Think of this. Have you ever gone to Starbucks and used their public Wi-Fi? I'm sure a lot of people have. Well, a couple of years ago, hackers figured out how to, the moment somebody connected their Wi-Fi to Starbucks, they were using that laptop as mining power to mine for Bitcoin. Can you imagine that? So while your computer is on, you had no idea that as long as you're connected to that Wi-Fi unit, you're actually contributing to them mining Bitcoin. That was crazy. What about phishing attacks? This is one I'm constantly educating my mother about. Phishing attacks are common types of cryptocurrency scams where fraudsters impersonate legitimate entities to trick users into revealing their private keys or other sensitive information. These scams often involve fake websites or emails that appear genuine, making it easy for unsuspecting users to fall victim. So many of you guys may have seen this. I had a couple of them hit my inbox today. They will come up with a fake website like Coinbase or whatever exchange you may be with, and send you an email and say there might been we need to verify your information. Please click on the link, verify your information, or you won't be able to withdraw your money. And you click on the link, it looks like the right website. You put in your password and everything. They take that password and information and immediately go to the real site to get into your account and drain your wallet. And they really try to go after older people. These also in the form of phone calls. You know, my mom almost got by phone calls pretending to be the police or anything like that. And now they have AI that take it to a whole nother level. Why do you think? And I had some people say, "Well, Brandon, you on the Move Quest, you said you're doing private inner circle meetings. Why are you doing that?" Why? Because of this. Because hackers have already done this. They have taken my voice, they have taken my face, created videos, and it sounds just like me to try to gain somebody's trust and steal their money. One member of our community gave one of these hackers $2,000 thinking that they were chatting with me. We have others out there that pretend to be customer service, and not only pretend to be customer service, but pretend to be another top leader in the community who you trust, and they gave that person their seed phrase and stole all their crypto. You know, so phishing is very, very, and it's always changing. This is why I say your education doesn't stop in one lesson. You got to always stay on top of it because they change. And when they figure out you're onto them, they'll come up with something new. But I have a whole course just on phishing attacks as well. Tonight, this is just making you aware of what's out there, and you're hearing some of these phrases, some of these terms that you might have never heard before. You might have heard fishing and not know what that meant. Oh, what fishing? Fishing for fish? No, you are the fish. They're hunting you. Social engineering schemes. Crypto mining involves using computer resources to validate transactions and secure the blockchain network. However, malicious actors sometimes deploy mining malware, which covertly uses a victim's computer power to mine cryptocurrency for the attacker. This not only slows down the victim's device, but also increases their electricity costs. Investment scams. This is probably one where most people, if not everybody, has lost something in. I have. You're in part of something that's saying, "Hey, we're gonna double your money. We're gonna give you 10% a week, 3% a day. We're gonna compound your money." And you put your money in and you think you're doing well, and then all of a sudden when you're ready to withdraw, all of a sudden you can't withdraw. Or the company goes out of business. Or the company pulls a rug pull. Or the government shuts them down. Pick one. I've seen them all. Back in 2017, the height of it was ICOs. And then later, people made a lot of money off of the ICOs. In fact, they found that 90% of people that got involved in ICOs in 2017 made money. But you know another figure? 90% of those ICOs were all scams or operating illegally. So investment scams lure victims with promises of high returns. These scams range from fake ICOs to Ponzi schemes. Victims are convinced to invest their money only to find out later that the scheme was fraudulent and their funds are gone. Like you realize there was actually no trading taking place. They said there was trading. They said that they were backed by, they were Christians and God is anointing their company, and there was no trading. They were stealing all of our money. Oh yeah. And this stuff is still going on right now today. Insider threats. Insider threats come from individuals within an organization who have access to sensitive information. These insiders can exploit their positions to steal digital currency or sabotage security measures. Implementing strict access controls and monitoring systems can mitigate these risks. Now, added onto that, we now have AI or other individuals who are impersonating somebody from within an organization, which is another reason why I had moved all my stuff to the inner circle. I'm not doing public stuff like I used to do before because of this. They forced me to make this move. So you've got to be careful on who you know, who you're following, who you're listening to. Are you really chatting with somebody who has your best interest in heart? Can you trust them? This is also why being educated means you don't have to trust somebody else. You'll be able to see the BS from a mile away. One thing that I operate with, especially when it comes to any crypto opportunities, and I'm on a presentation and I'm being introduced to the CEOs and owners, I don't believe 90% of what they say. Does that mean I think they're a bad person? No. They're going to hype their program up. That's what they're supposed to do. I believe that they're going to fail by 90%. So I don't get too excited. I'm not cheering and rah-rah. I'm never a cheerleader or rah-rah for any opportunity outside of my own company. Instead, what I look at is if they were to fail by 90% and they were to still get it at least 10% right, would it still be profitable? And if the answer is yes, I move forward cautiously. Instead of, this thing's going to fail, I'm not touching it. No, no, no. Do you realize, how have I been able to survive 8 years in crypto with all the different threats and problems and scams and things going on? How was I able to surf that and swim through those waters? One, I follow my codes. That's another code. I already expect an opportunity to fail by 90%. When you talk about MoveQuest, I expected it to add a 70% chance of failure rate. That's what I thought, 70% chance of failure. So my numbers actually worked out because MQT coin briefly touched 125, but really was at a $100 level. Right now it's at $10. That's only 10% of where it was. And guess what? It is still profitable. Now, had I had my head in the clouds of believing everything that I'm being told, now this is no disrespect to Lynette, the creators, or any other leaders. Yeah, I hope that they achieve their goals, but I'm not believing it. That doesn't mean they're bad or I'm not going to go in business with them. I just operate as if you're going to fail by 90% so that I'm not, really upset if we thought it was going to hit $100 and it never did. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I never expected that to happen anyway. I even called one CEO out publicly on this. Anybody remember NewGen? Who remembers NewGen or was a part of NewGen? And the creator, before he was going to this Bitcoin event in Canada, and there was this big thing going on, not an AMA, but it was a broadcast, and he was talking about how high he was expecting the token to go. And I said publicly, that's never gonna happen. Cut it out, period. Everybody else getting all hyped with that. I said that's never gonna happen. But even if it fails by 90%, we still make profit. Yeah, you guys remember that. You remember me calling it out? And you remember them shutting me down when I did? Oh no, we don't need crypto education. Brandon's just trying to make money. Wait a second. The reason why we're all here is because we're trying to make money. Yet, me talking about education was the threat. Now we see how that turned out. Leonard Long knows exactly what we're talking about. That's how we met with Leonard and crew and his mother. So insider threats, got to be careful with. What about the future of crypto security? The more we use cryptocurrencies, the craftier cyber attackers get. From buying and selling platforms to personal digital wallets, no part of the cryptocurrency world is safe from sneaky hackers out to get a quick buck. It is important to understand that you, and let me repeat this, you are responsible for your crypto portfolio and nobody else. People, I mean, when bad things happen, before we point the finger at us, we want to point it at everybody else. We don't want to take responsibility for the things we did or the things we did not do prevented. I had one woman in the early days when, did I have everybody muted here? Hold on. I had a person in the very, very early days when I was teaching about Exodus. And oh, you remember that, right, Provis? Remember all those comments? No, Brandon's just trying to make money. Y'all don't need no crypto education. I'm giving it away for free. No, he's just trying to make money. But in the early days, I taught about Exodus and I was teaching about the difference between hot wallets and cold wallets and keeping your crypto safe and all that. And one woman who, bless her heart, I mean she had the right heart in the right place, but she did not give the time to learn. And I had a private call with her and she always would cut me off. I'm trying to show her. She's like, no, I got it. Okay. You know what happened to her? She calls me up in a panic and says she can't access her account and that she wants to know what's the number to customer service. I'm like, what do you mean customer service? There's no customer service. Says, no. I need customer service because they need to get me access to my $10,000. $10,000. Now, when I had spoke to her, I told her not $10,000. Start small in certain things, but she didn't. $10,000. And I was like, okay. Well, What happens? My password's not working. How can I reset my password? I said, well, your wallet is still there. All you need is your private key. She said, well, it did ask me for two FA. What's that? Well, it's two-factor authentication when you set up the wallet. So do you have it on your phone? Oh, I think I remember something like that. Is that an app I was supposed to download or something? Okay. Okay, still all good. All you need is your 12-word seed phrase, and you'll be able to recover it. 12-word seed phrase. Remember, when you set up your wallet, remember what I said. Write down your 12-word seed phrase and have multiple copies of it in different places just in case you lose it. She said, I can't find my 12-word seed phrase. I remember writing it and putting it somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So you forgot your password. You did not complete the setup of 2FA. And you lost or can't find your 12-word seed phrase. Do you think she faulted herself on any of that? No, not at all. Instead, she did the opposite. Do you know who she blamed first? She blamed me, that it was my fault, and that I better do something to get her access to her account. And that somebody, all she knows is somebody better get her $10,000 or all hell to pay. There's absolutely nothing that I was able to do. Without that 12-word seed phrase, I could do absolutely nothing. And she lost her $10,000. Not only did she lose her $10,000, that jaded her from the entire crypto space. And she started talking so bad and negative about blockchain and crypto, how it's fake, how they stole her money, and that Brandon Ivey is a fraud. And I heard it all. Did not want to take responsibility. So I am being very clear here. The entire point of crypto is that you are in control of your money. This is not the bank. The bank is charging you a fee. Now, for those of you who this may scare you, you can use you can use a third party independent holder of your account like a BlackRock. You know, they can take custody of your crypto for you and manage it for you for a fee. You'd have to pay them to do that. You can do that. But the whole point of this is to be independent, is that nobody has a say on your money but you. But with that comes responsibility. As the security is the first part. Oops. Your journey does not end here. You must be aware that the scammers are always looking for new ways to steal your crypto. So your education in the space never ends. So first, you've got to get out of your own way because you can lose all of your crypto by making simple, silly mistakes. Not that you were hacked, like that woman, she wasn't hacked. Nobody stole her crypto. She just refused to get the education needed to know the basic things about having custody of your own crypto coins. So I tell people in MQT, people tell, how do I move my MQT? How do I sell it? How do I get money to my bank account? Now, those are good questions to ask, but the fact that they're asking that question, it blows my mind. So that's that part you have to get over first. And then you got to deal with, on top of that, professionals in this industry who know far more about crypto than you, whose job it is to steal your crypto, find ways to get you to hand it over. They can't hack your crypto. And I want to make sure that that word is out there. They can hack centralized exchanges, but they can never hack your wallet. Okay? The only way they can get your crypto is if you give them access. And they're very crafty on how they trick you into giving them access to your wallet. Just like if you were to hand somebody the keys to your house, the keys to your car, the numbers to your debit card at the ATM machine. The only way they're going to have it is if you give it to them. Now that's the same when it comes with crypto security for most people. As a disclaimer, this information is intended for educational and training purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. As with all financial decisions, you should contact your licensed financial advisor before investing in any financial instrument. All right, I like that lesson. That was the very first lesson in the security series. It's designed to introduce you to it, make you aware of some of the key phrases and words, and some of the ways that these hackers are being crafty and using different techniques to try to get into your wallets. Tomorrow night's lesson is going to be on wallet security itself. That's going to be a little bit longer. And I got to think about that too, because we were not supposed to have a MoveQuest Thursday night call, but now we are. So I got to decide, am I going to keep it short or I finish whenever I finish? And anybody that has to hop off to want to run to Lynette's, we'll have to play this by ear and see, because it's also a lesson I have not taught yet. I put it together, but I have not run through it in front of you guys in a live audience. And I also don't like, I don't know when my mind goes off on a tangent. See, that's another benefit. You can watch the videos just for themselves, but when you get it live with me, you're getting a little bit more than just, the basic information that it's sharing. So I hope you guys like that. That was the very first video, the intro to our security series. You are able to purchase all of our 3 new courses in the pre-sale from now up to February 15th at a discounted price. So think about it. If you like that, we got 14 more lessons in crypto security, 14 more for $3.99 until February 15th. So we want to go to, and that's also for those of you on YouTube, ILCA verse. I'll put in the chat box here, ilcaverse.io to get your hands and get well, it's not released yet, but to get the pre-sale of our new courses and security. So now for those of you on YouTube, I am going to stop streaming there and allow the Inner Circle community, you VIP members, the opportunity to ask questions. And there should be some. I mean, we've never had this lesson before. First time of me giving it. So I want to see if you guys gained anything from this, even though it was really kind of basic informational. So those of you on the YouTube, we invite you to be a part of our Inner Circle. If you go to ilcacryptonews.com and register for $49 a month, you'll be able to be with the cool kids here to ask questions. We will be back tomorrow night, or you can continue on YouTube with us tomorrow night at the same time. Another lesson that has never before been seen, and I'm excited. I love this new stuff because I'm learning at the same time with you guys too. With that on YouTube, thank you guys. Let me stop sharing screen there. I'll see you